UFO, schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, me go praying every day.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos on Sunday night primetime.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, small feat, and it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This is 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun is Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They give it here to Thompson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. In motion goes the tight end. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now it's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go play action with Nix. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Throwing Nix. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. In motion, the tight end. Mahomes going to throw. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Thompson between the tackles, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanchez. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes now to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. Here's Nix. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Check.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Off the play fake, Nix.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
KC's offense ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw is Nix. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. To throw, here's Nix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hand off to Thompson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Waters. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. So we're at half.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. For the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of it. Two-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Donald. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 3rd down, Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Nix from the shotgun.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
Still 1st down.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped to... Shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Mahomes going to throw.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, since the leaping rules were changed back in 2017, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
In motion goes the tight end. Here we go on 4th down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Nix.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Got a man on the right sideline. That's Sanchez. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Broncos take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bonito, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
2nd and 9. Here's Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Donald. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
3rd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Donald. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 14-10. A little over 30 seconds remaining. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road, in the playoffs, as they've got it with a 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
And that won't have much. Only a yard on 1st down.
One final try for Mahomes. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate.